about ready for baseball on MLB Network as you get a look at beautiful Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Richard Marquette makes his big league debut right after this. Jose Chavez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Stepping into the box, John Wiggins. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Ready to take his hacks again, John Wiggins, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Pitch on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drilled to the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Brad Miller, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this, still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things...
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Barry Elias. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. About time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Digging in once again, John Wiggins. He singled his last time up.
John Wiggins.
First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th. Now in the box, John Wiggins. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that'll get over the wall, so the run. Coming to the plate now, John Wiggins. He's been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Yanks lead 1. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're back at Yankee Stadium for the top of it.
And with that win, number 111 on the year, they tied the legendary 1954 Cleveland Indians on the all-time win list. One of the best regular seasons of all time, folks.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. New York set the pace in the division with their 111th win. Jose Chavez records his 18th win of the year. Michael Pineda permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody. From 161st Street here in the Bronx, MLB The Show's got baseball from Yankee Stadium. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. John Wiggins, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard looks to add some insurance to his lead next. Alvin Pride gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Richard Barquette, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get it started.
Ripped down the first base line, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And with one away, time for a quick check of the standings, and it'll show you that these guys had the division race all sewn up as they look forward to baseball in October. Into the box now, Javier Piedra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and that's through for a hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game.
Digging in now for the Yankees, John Wiggins. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Piedra is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. Stepping up to the plate, Richard Barquette, and their runners at the corners now. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Is on the ground over to first, but that finds its way through for a base hit, and the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. Ready once again, John Wiggins. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
There's a slogan is throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Hyatt. And that ends the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. Back to Yankee Stadium after this. Into the box now, Elmer Corona. He flew out in his last at-bat. Miller at second, Barber at first with no outs. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. To second for one. On to first, a double play. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Brad Miller. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. Certainly use that right now.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Now at the plate, John Wiggins.
First baseman, John Wiggins.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as they open it up to 6-2 now.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
6-2, the final total today. The New York Yankees with the division-leading 112th win. Alvin Pride records his 18th win of the year. Tommy Kahnle works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his second. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.